Hello and welcome to One Stop Co-op Shop Streamed, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today I'm playing through, well, you know what I'm playing through. There's a new champion out for Marvel Champions. Of course I'm playing through Marvel Champions. This is my first impressions video. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. We are getting close to 1,000 subscribers, so thank you to everybody who subscribed. And if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Come on, you don't have to wait for content to show up. You don't have to look for it and find it randomly online. You'll get a notification when it comes up. So yeah, please subscribe. We love you all. And let's get started. So for those of you who haven't joined us before, this is a live playthrough. So please, it's very interactive. Please feel free to chat in. We'd love to talk to you guys. I am using the mod I'm always using. For those of you loyal who noticed, we got the One Stop Co-op Shop background here. I actually noticed that the other background was distracting, so I was going to make a flat background, but then I realized I could put this logoed background in. If you guys don't like it, let me know what you think of it. I could definitely do just a flat color background. I thought the other one was a little too busy. It got a little too distracting. So that's why I changed up the background. Like I said, I could make it a plain one. I just went with this because I was like, oh, that looks kind of neat. So anyway, I'm going to go against Green Goblin. I figured I'd go with the Spider-Man theme. I know Venom in this one is a Guardian, but I know Venom from Spider-Man, and so I'm going with that Spider-Man theme here. We went against Green Goblin. Plus, he's a gun toter, so I think a lot of times when you're using guns, it tends to be really good against minion decks, and so Goblin Mutagen is definitely that. It's a minion-heavy deck, so I figure, why not go for it? So we already have a chat in from Steve from Beat the Game. If you didn't see, he was with me last Friday night, because we usually do Friday night streams. I didn't do one last night because exactly what Steve said. Aren't you on vacation? Yes, I was on vacation. I got back late last night. But there's a new hero out. Come on, I couldn't miss the new hero doing my first playthrough and impressions. So for those of you who don't know, I keep myself pretty spoiler free until it's time to play the hero, and so I'm getting a first feel of this too. So if I make some rules mistakes, whatever else, please feel free to correct me. If I don't catch them live, hopefully we'll catch them later, and I'll put some notes in the show notes, or I'll make some Klingon subtitles and put the mistakes in there. But just know this is a live play. It's a first play. It's really just to see my first impressions as I learn about this hero right along with you all. Omicron says Flash Thompson is a Spider-Man character. So there you go. Spider-Man it is. Yeah, no, I thought he was kind of Spider-Man, which is why I got confused when it said he's a Guardian. It also says he's a Space Knight. So by the way, he may be my new favorite character. For those of you who don't know, I love medieval stuff. I love knights, dragons, all that stuff. So just the fact that he's called a Space Knight might move him near the top of my favorite heroes list, even if he's kind of garbage. I don't know. I don't know if he's good. I don't know if he's bad. I'm learning along with you guys. Steve says, let's see if you make the same mistake I did. All right. Now, the one thing I will say I asked a question about, or I looked up, was this nemesis thing, because I was like, wait a minute. He has a lot of symbiotes here. What's going on with that? I don't know if that's the mistake you're looking at or not. But I was like, wait a minute. Is he supposed to put them all in? And apparently the answer is yes. It's right in the FAQ in the character rules. So that's the only thing I did look up, because I was like looking through his nemesis deck real quick. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on with that? So good luck with all the minions. Yep, all 4 come in. Yeah, so all 4 of the symbiotes come in at the same time, which will be fun. Again, a minion heavy deck. Hopefully he is good against minions. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so Flash Thompson, let's see. It's recovery 4. He's a soldier. You can control 1 additional upgrade that has a restricted keyword. Now, for those of you who watched my Rocket playthrough, you might have caught this. I put in all these restricted cards. I forgot that restricted, you were limited to 2. So my first couple times, I don't remember if I did it in the playthrough or not. I think I probably did. I forgot totally about restricted. Certainly something I'm much more comfortable with now, as they've come up with a lot more heroes with the restricted keyword. So you're only allowed to have 2 normally. He can have a 3rd one in place, so that's good. Armed and ready. Discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a weapon upgrade, then add it to your hand. So it's interesting. A lot of these heroes have done things differently. A lot of times you're searching through your deck and discard pile, whatever else. I'm assuming he has enough weapons in here that I'm going to get one before I deck myself in the very first turn of the game. So hopefully that's the case. And then let's see what's on the other side. So 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. You can control 1 additional upgrade. I'm glad it's on both sides. That makes sense. Symbiotic Bond, resource. Take 1 damage and generate a wild resource. Limited once per phase. Ooh. So you take a damage. So there was actually a custom character that was made that was very similar to this. And I've never played with it, but it was a Wolverine character. And I thought it was so cool how he would like wound himself. Now I'm hoping and assuming there's ways to get health back in here, because I know that custom character, that Wolverine character, he would hurt himself to get extra resources or whatever, but then he would also be able to get that life back somehow. So hopefully Venom has a way to get some of that life back, or it could be ugly quickly. All right, but let's draw our first hand of 6 cards. What is going on here? Am I not sitting down? That's what's going on. I'm not sitting down yet. Alrighty, so let's see. There is a bunch of comments. That was it, by the way, says Steve. All right. And then we've got Espen. All right. I'm sorry, Espen. I'm just going to keep with that. There's a lot going on. Hi. Do you buy all the Marvel Champions or do you just play on TTS? Yes. And actually, that's something I mean to mention. I need to start mentioning at the beginning of every one of my videos. Number one, I'm so thankful to Pwn Star Hero who made this TTS mod. Very thankful. Love it. But yes, no, I refuse to play anything I don't own. So I make sure, and that's why I don't play these till release day. Look, this Venom deck was out weeks ago. I did not play it. I am not playing it on the stream. I'm not playing it for you guys. Unless I know I'm buying something or I've already bought it, I don't play it. So no, please support the publisher, support Fantasy Flight Games. They do a great job. Definitely 100%. The reason I play on TTS is a couple things. Number one, if you've never made a video before, it's really hard to do live where you get the lighting and everything else right. It's hard to get all that right and do it live. And to be honest, I think it's really cool to be able to zoom in on cards without doing a whole lot. I can show you guys exactly what's going on the board. I think it's a lot cleaner and easier to see with this. It does slow gameplay down a little bit, I won't lie. Steve, who does live plays, mentioned this the other day. It's definitely slows it down a little bit, but I think it's worth the trade-off for the ability to zoom in and just get the high quality stuff without me having to have like 50 cameras and all these setups and stuff. Look, the rest of the channel, Steve does a lot of live plays and he has a really cool setup. I don't have that setup. So for me, this is easier to do, and that's why I play on TTS. But no, I own everything for the game. Absolutely everything, and I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't. Steve answered the question for me. Thank you, Steve. Omicron says, restricted is basically a hand slot. That makes sense. So what you're saying is Flash Thompson has an extra hand as Venom. And note a setup effect like Cap Shield. Yes, so this is a setup effect. So you don't do it till after you draw and discard and mulligan and all that stuff. Let's see. Espen says, I've literally just read an issue of The Amazing Spider-Man today where the Green Goblin threw Flash Thompson out of a window. Well, there you go. Hopefully Green Goblin does not throw me out of a window today as we're playing this. Let's see. Oh, Justice. Well, that's good, especially with 1 thwart. So I always like to see Justice when my character does not have a lot of thwarting innately. All right, behind enemy lines. It's an event for 2. Thwart. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. There you go. If you paid for this card using only mental resources, confuse the enemy. Ooh, I like that. Do I have mental resources? Well, that's a wild, and that's Star-Lord. Star-Lord! Hello! Yes! We finally have the Star-Lord Guardian. If you saw my video with Steve last week, that's who I played. But he doesn't have his own ally yet, so now he does. Star-Lord attacks gain range. Force response. After Star-Lord enters play under your control, deal yourself a face-down encounter card. Of course you do, Star-Lord. I got a double resource here, double fist, which makes me happy. Oh, a plasma pistol. Here you go. Here's a gun. Restricted max to, well, yes, but we know we can have 3 counters on it. Exhaust plasma pistol and remove a charge counter from it and deal 1 damage. What? That's garbage. I guess it's gray though, so that's the nice part about it. It is a gosh, that is not. Hopefully, I have a better pistol. Here we go, Venom's pistol. I assume this is better. When you use one of Venom's basic powers, exhaust Venom's pistol gets +1. To that power for this use. So I guess that means if I am attacking, I get +1 attack. If I am thwarting, I get +1 thwart. That is better. There we go. There we go. Do I even want to keep this pistol? I feel like I'm going to discard this pistol. I feel like I'm going to discard Star-Lord. What is he? 2/2, 3 life. He's ranged. Yeah, I don't need all of that. I'm going to keep... Oh, no. I'm keeping Star-Lord for the mental, so that way I can confuse him. So right now I got these two. I'm only drawing one card. Let's start with that. Make an entrance. Oh, new Justice card. People will be happy about that. When your hero makes a basic thwart, it gets +2 thwart for that thwart. After the thwart ends, if your hero removed all the threat from a scheme in this way, heal 2 damage from your hero. Nice, a way to heal. So they did a lot of that with aggression. They've done a lot of like for extra damage you do or whatever else, heal up. I'm glad that Justice is getting that as well now. Alrighty, so let's get started. Omicron says, do you remember Venom always has a wild resource? Yes, that is a good thing to remember. You're right, so I probably should have discarded Star-Lord. You know what? With that as a reminder, I am going to discard Star-Lord. I'm going to draw another card. It's a little cheaty, but that's all right. And then, don't forget my setup ability too, where I got to keep discarding until I get a weapon. Ooh, another gun! Must be a good one because it costs 3. Restricted. Hero action. Exhaust multi-gun. Choose one of the following. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Choose a player. Deal 1 damage to each minion engaged with that player. Or remove 2 threat from a scheme. Ooh, yes, sir! This is a very, very happy starting hand. And they're all his cards in his custom set, which I like. And I do like this making an entrance as well. So, ooh. All right, let's flip over. What do I have on his side? Anything? Armed and ready. That's just a setup effect. All right, so all he has is that he can hold an extra card on the other side. Oh, let's see. And then Beat the Game says, that was my first mistake. I chose not to do setup because I milled 17 cards and lost all my best cards. Oh, no. Well, I didn't do that. I got lucky. I got a weapon right away. Let's make sure. That is a weapon, right? That is what they said? Yes, weapon upgrade. Yep. All right, I got it right away. Got lucky. Can you even skip a setup ability? Doesn't it say may? I forgot that my first game, the resource generation ability, it hurt me so much. Also, Shadows turn 2 didn't help. Yeah, Shadows of the Past is, especially when you got to put in 4 symbiotes. No, thank you. Those are attack or thwart, so he can do it if stunned or confused, or avoid retaliate on multi-gun. I don't really understand what you're saying there, Steven Johnson, but those aren't attack or thwart. Wait, for this? Oh, these. Yes, deal 2 damage. Nice, you're right. It doesn't say attack, thwart, whatever. Loving it. All right, well, let's see. I want to get out everything, clearly. All right, I'm going to use this resource and take a damage and use my wild resource to do this. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. If you paid for it using only mental resources, which I have, confuse the enemy. Or an enemy, but yeah. All right, so let's get rid of all of that and let's confuse him. I am liking Venom already. And I haven't even gotten out his cool stuff yet. You know what? I got 2 double resources, but I don't care. I'm going to do this and this to put out one of his guns. And I'm going to do this to put out his other gun. I don't care. I don't care about spending extra resources. I'm good. All right, let's see. So hero interrupt. When you use one of Venom's basic powers, exhaust the pistol to get +1 to that. Well, +1 attack. We're going to take care of this Goblin Thrall. Get out of here, Goblin Thrall. I don't need to see you anymore. And then we get to do this. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Choose a player. Deal 1 damage to each minion. Nope. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. We're just going to do 2 damage. Boom, boom. That is a good start. Holy cow, multi-gun, that's for the rest of the game? Oh, it reminds me of the thing from the campaign where you could do like 2 damage every turn just for nothing, right? I mean, it's just, it is a hero action, so you got to be on your hero side, but who cares? Holy moly, and he gets +1 to all his stats? Does that count for defense too? Hero interrupt. Basic powers, yeah, that counts for defense, so he's got 3 defense also. Oh, man. All right, remember how I said he's a knight and he's going to be my favorite character because he's a knight? He might be my favorite character just because he's really cool. Oh, hand size of 5. All right, I was like, wait, I said that, and then watch. He's going to have a hand size of 4. No, he does have a hand size of 5. Ooh, Project Rebirth 2.0. Running gun. None of these are defense, right? Let me just alter ego action. So that's alter ego. Let's see. Plasma pistol. We know that just does 1 damage. Ready Venom in each weapon upgrade you control. A holster. Player and players control. You control one additional weapon upgrade that has a restricted keyword. That lets you hold 4 if you're Venom. Alright, Savage Attack, Hero Action, deal 5 damage to an enemy. If you paid for this using only Lightning Bolt resources, this gets overkill. Well, we'll see, because there might be minions. We know there likes to be minions here. Alright, let's add 1. He is going to attack me. He's attacking for 2. After Green Goblin attacks and damages you, place a threat on the main scheme. I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna... Do I defend? I can defend for 3 with my pistol, right? Well, I do have the thing that lets me ready myself. So why don't I do that? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna defend for 3, and we will see. Uh-oh, where's my boost? Get over here, boost. All right, defend for 3, and then star. Put a goblin thrall into play, engage with you. But that does not do any damage to me. He only does 2, so I block all of it, so I don't add a threat to scheme, but this thrall is gonna hit me for 1. That's okay. I'm all right with that. Yep, Steven Johnson said you could use this pistol on defense too if you want. Thank you, Steven, for reminding me that. Those aren't attack. Oh, yep. Omicron says Venom's pistol, basically heroic intuition, combat training, armored vest, all in one. Yes, it is, in multi-gun. Oh, it's so good. Like I said, it's like that upgrade in the Galaxy's Most Wanted thing where you can just do 2 damage. Except it's even better because it also lets you remove 2 threat if you'd rather, or do 1 damage to everybody in front of you. It's just so flexible. So good. All right, well, let's look out. I'm geeking out already. All right. So when defeated, deal 1 damage to the engaged player. All right. Well, there's some stuff going on in front of me here. Now he is confused, so I do have the option of flipping. Let's see. I'm going to use this gun to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Well, I know I'm going to need 2 on the goblins. Oh, wait. Didn't I have something that had overkill or something? 5 damage. So I don't want to have to use a lightning bolt, so I don't want to care about the overkill. Do I do 2 to a thrall? You know what? No. Going right on goblin here. So 2 on goblin. Now I am going to... Can I do both run and gun? Alright, what's this project thing? Exhaust Project Rebirth 2.0. Choose to either draw a card or heal 3 damage from Flash Thompson. I mean, it seems pretty good. So I think I'm going to get Project Rebirth out. I think I'm going to get Savage Attack to get rid of this one. And I think I'm going to flip. So let's see what that looks like. Well, and since these 2 are equivalent... Oh, I can't do the 2 on here. Well, can I? Hold on, that's a good question. Because it's not an attack. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Guard, while this minion is engaged with you, cannot attack the villain. No, but I can still do 2 damage. Oh, man. Multi-gun, thank you very much. So the question is, I think I got a Savage Attack on the... You know what? I'm just going to do it on the... Oh, no. I want to take that damage now so I can heal using my project, whatever. So actually, I'm going to do that. All right, I'm going to Savage Attack this one because I will take a damage when I do that. So it doesn't matter what 2 things I discard. I'm just going to discard these 2 to Savage Attack, doing 5 damage. Doesn't matter. He's got 5. That's fine. I don't need the overkill. I will take the damage from that. And then I'm going to put in Project Rebirth. Because why wouldn't I do that? Because I'm going to flip over. And I'm going to use Project Rebirth to heal myself for 3 damage. Uno, dos, tres. Ha ha ha! Right back up. You're confused. That's okay. You're all right. Oops. Not yet. All right, so I'm going to draw 6 cards because I'm on this side, which makes me happy. Ooh, and I got some more Venom-specific cards. I don't know that I'm going to... Ooh, oh, Jack Flag. Nice. After he thwarts, place a ammo counter on him. I mean, you know who's going to like Jack Flag is Star-Lord in his decks because he's a Guardian. Although, again, we've discussed whether it needs to be a Guardian or not. But anything that costs 4 or more... he's definitely a fan of. So, just because things are expensive. Remove an ammo counter from him. Ooh, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So he's kind of like, wait, after he thwarts, you place an ammo on him, and then as an action, you can exhaust him. Oh, so he's a little bit slow play. But he does thwart for 2 and then damage for 2 every other turn, or he could thwart twice and then damage twice in a row. That's pretty neat. But after that, he'll die unless you give him more life and things like that. So that'll be cool. He can actually be really good if you boost up his life, or if you find a way to heal him, which you can't play him in protection, so that doesn't work. But yeah, you can use those basic healing cards to heal him, and he'll be real happy. Now he's a little bit slow again. I mean, doing 2 a turn is not bad. If you can keep him alive forever, that sounds pretty cool, actually. Really cool. I don't know if he's going to work in this situation just because I got so many other good cards, I think. Ooh, get to search for a weapon upgrade. Oh, you know what? I'm glad when they do stuff like this because, I mean, I don't know if I have any other good weapons in my deck, but if you don't get your best weapons with a lot of heroes, it really stinks, and if you get them late. So this gives you another opportunity that if you don't get one of these too early, that you still have a chance to get it. I may cheat a little bit and look ahead to see if there is another good weapon in my deck before I decide whether I'm going to use that or not. It is free, so I got that going for me. Oh, and I didn't use my free resource last turn. See? You're right, Steve. It is hard to remember to use it. All right, let's see if there's any more chat before we get back into the game. You could use your ability to play Project Reverse and then get the holster too. I mean, do you think I need that extra weapon? That's the question. That's the part I'm not sure of. Do I need an extra weapon slot? 3 seems good already. I mean, I don't really care about those junk guns personally. Now, if I got 4 good weapons in my deck, that's a very different story. But those 1 damage plinky guns, I mean, they're not bad. Don't get me wrong. But for 2 to do 3 total damage over 3 turns, seems excessive to me. I don't know. Especially when you got such good weapons here. There are other weapons, trust me, outside, especially in aggression. Man, there's some aggression weapons I would love to use with this deck. I can see him being extremely happy to be an aggression hero already. Steve says, if you haven't looked at the other aspect cards that came with Venom, you should check out Welcome Aboard. All right, I will do that, Omicron, after we're done. He's a slower Daredevil. You get to use your ability. It says Steve would beat the game. You could use the ability to play Project. Oh, yeah, we already went through that. Yep. Omicron pointed out the holster thing as well. He pointed out earlier. You want 4, says Steve. The Venom Precon deck has 9 guns. 6 of them are good. Yarnbjorn seems like godlike for Venom. Okay, so I am going to go back a little bit then, and I'm going to put the holster in. Max 1 per player. So I am going to put the holster in. I took 1 damage to get that holster out. Thank you, chat. Thank you, all of you, for pointing that out, because I would not have known that, of course. Sonic Cannon is good. Yarnbjorn. Okay, all right, well, let's see. Let's go find a Sonic Cannon next turn then, I guess. All right, we will ready ourselves up. We got all our stuff. I didn't even see. Is this a weapon? No. Ready Venom in each weapon. Oh, man, that is so good. Generate a wild resource. You know, if you have an extra resource, resourceful, I never thought it was very good. But if you have an extra resource at the end of your turn, why not do it? Deal 3 damage to a confused enemy. That's kind of cool. That works really well with other cards that confuse. Of course, he won't be confused for long. So, but that's kind of neat if you have extra confused to be able to do something with it. So he would have schemed, he didn't. Now the Goblin Thrall does scheme for 1. Let's add that 1. Let's look out and see what's coming. Regenerative Healing. When revealed, the villain heals X damage, where X is equal to double the villain's stage number. No damage was healed. Well, there will be damage healed. His stage number is 2, so he's going to heal 4, which puts him right back up to full health. Is that right? Or X is double. Yep. All right, so let's do some Venomy type things. First things first, I'm going to use this to draw a card. Let's draw up. Ooh, Sonic Rifle. What is this? 2 charge counters. Exhaust Sonic Rifle. Remove 1 charge counter from it. Confuse an enemy. Deal 3 damage to the enemy instead if it's already confused. It's pretty good. It's pretty expensive though, also, I will say. But hey, it's a free card, right? It's a free resource card. Let's flip back over. Got a holster. Let's see. Search your deck for a weapon upgrade. All right, let me do this. Let's see what kind of cool weapons we have in here. So I'm just gonna look at the upgrades. Not gonna look at anything else if I can help it. Ooh, event. Nope. That's not an upgrade. Ooh, that's an upgrade. Is that a weapon? Yeah, it's a junky pistol. Venom's pistol. When you use one of Venom's basic powers. Oh! What? You can do a double? you kidding? Sonic Rifle is pretty good too. Oh man. What is this? Spider Sense. When the villain initiates attack against you. Oh, but that's a superpower. That's not a gun. Pretty cool that it gets Spider Sense though. Behind enemy lines. Did I miss the other weapon? I don't know. I gotta take another pistol. I mean, that seems so good. Why did I put a 1 down? I don't know. But that's alright. Where is Venom's pistol? Yes, please. I'll take a second one of those. Confuse on... Wait. He's in stage... Oh, he is stage 1. I'm sorry. I'm playing standard. I'm so used to playing expert. I feel like I should be playing expert. I feel like Venom is an expert. Holy cow, he's fun to play. All right. So let's get rid of Jack Flag. I like, and you guys know I like allies, but not in this day. All right, what is this? Hero Norm. When the villain initiates attack against you, cancel the attack. If you paid for this using only fist resources, stun the villain. Huh, that might be worth holding on to. So... then the question becomes, and I do know I get my extra resource if I take a damage. So the question becomes, do I take this gun and get it out, 2 uses to stun, or do I run and gun, which seems way better to me. I mean, confusing's good, don't get me wrong, but man, run and gun seems good. I mean, I could hold on to both of them, deal 3 damage to a confused enemy. All right. Alright, well, let's start with getting rid of this stupid guard. And I don't need to use both of my pistols, but I will anyway, because I don't see a benefit of not doing it. So I don't get overkill or anything like that, but I am going to poke them pretty hard. Alright, let's see. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. I'm going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. You guys know me. I'm a little wimpy. I don't like to play too close to the edge. So I'm going to play certainly these 2. 1, 2. Take a damage. You know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not using my wild resource. I'm going to get rid of this rifle. It looked like I had plenty more rifles in there. I'm going to shuffle that up. I'm going to run and gun. I'm going to ready everything up. And we're going to go at it again. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. 2 more from my bolty gun. So that would be... Oh! I could have done 1 to everything, but it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. That worked out fine. I could have done 2 with the multi-gun last time to this guy, and then 1 more to everybody. Huh. All right. Something to think about for next time. But anyway, 4, 5, 6 damage to the boss. Let's just stick with that 6 damage. I will take it. I'm going to hold on to my tendrils as a defensive ability. I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm going to ready up. And I am going to draw 4 more cards. And what does this let me do again? If you paid for it using only fist resources, stun the villain. I like that. So it seems like a more fair version of the Spider-Man's web 'em up or whatever, because it's pretty expensive. You have to use only fists to do it. I actually don't have only fists, although... Take 1 damage to generate a resource limit once per phase. So I could do it on the villain phase, and I could do it on my phase. Very nice. I don't need another holster. I got that fist there. There we go. Villain issues. Ooh, this is an upgrade. Every time I get attacked, I get to draw a card. Spider Sense. Thank you very much. And when the villain initiates attack against you, cancel this attack. So, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I could do those in any order of my choice. So if I had this card out already... my grappling tendrils I could choose to do Spider Sense first and then do grappling tendrils to cancel the attack even though he initiated the attack against me. So I believe that's correct, but you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Remove 3 threat from the scheme. If you paid for it using only confuse. Man, I am having so much fun with this. All right. So we got a lot of comments since last time. So Omicron said he has 2 of them for his pistols. Yep, that is so good. Check his art. Venom does have 2 guns in his art. Well, I mean, he's got 3, 4, whatever guns. This is amazing. All right. Steve says, welcome aboard leadership. Steve says, and pivotal timing justice deck builds. There you go. So new ways to use. I know leadership was the one that everybody was saying it's broken. It's got all these great things. I think the other aspects are catching up. I definitely do. You guys let me know what you think in the notes. But I do think that leadership is still maybe a little step ahead, a half step ahead. But I think the other ones are catching up quickly. All right, so Steve says, or I'm sorry, Steven Johnson says, I'm playing him against Extra Ronin yesterday on solo and didn't burst him down. He never flipped the first scheme and only attacked me once in about 10 to 12 game rounds. Nice. So what you're saying is he's pretty good. And I'm thinking the same thing there, Steven Johnson. Beat the Game Steve says, I shared on BGG and on Facebook group. Thanks again for the tip. Yep. Steve, I don't know what you're referring to there. Sorry. Blocks 2 attacks. Wait, blocks 2 attacks. What does that mean? Oh, the grappling tendrils? Yep. All right, Brant. Welcome, Brant. Brant from the portal. So if you haven't seen him, he does Marvel Champions playthroughs as well. Hold on to your tendrils. Sounds like Venom in Jurassic Park. Yes. Yes. Grasping tendrils definitely sounds Jurassic Parky to me. Beat the Game Steve says, that was my second mistake. It was a grim ruling. I was grim ruling it, but I was lured, so Spider Sense triggers. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Spider Sense would trigger because usually it's whenever something triggers, you get to pick the order of it. Typically. Now, there are definitely exceptions to that ruling, but typically if two things have the same key trigger timing, then you get to do them in the order of your choice. So Spider Sense would go before grappling tendril. So glad. Terrence says hello. Terrence is here. Look, all the streamers are here today with me. So good to see you, Terrence. I will be playing Venom, by the way, on Friday. So you pick whoever you want to play. I'm playing Venom. I'm definitely looking forward to building a Venom deck. So maybe we'll go all guns. You could build Rocket or whatever. Or, you know what? If you really are sold on Venom, I can play Black Widow. I made a Black Widow aggression deck I'm pretty happy with over the weekend. So let's see. Let's keep going, though. All right, I have to do the enemy turn. It's been a while. I'm going to do this. I can't ready and get stuff done. So, that's right. I'm using grappling tendrils. What am I talking about? All right, so I'm just going to take this attack. 2 plus nothing. But, hey, look, it's me. All right, so I'm going to play grappling tendrils. When a villain initiates attacking against you, cancel the attack. I cancel the attack. Sorry. Don't even reveal that. Whoops. Cancel the attack if you paid for it using only fists. Stun the villain. All right, so we got one fist here, and then I'm going to take damage to do another fist. So yes, I am preventing all of 1 damage because I ended up taking 1, and I would have only taken 2, but that's okay because it also stuns them. So not only do I take the damage, but I also get the stun off. Very, very cool. All right, so then we are going to draw a card. I feel like playing against, maybe I shouldn't talk too soon. Hey, it's another knight. It's a Goblin Knight. After Goblin Knight attacks you, discard a card from your hand. Well, you know what? 7 life. I can do 4, 5, 6. I can't do 7. What's up with that? Behind enemy lines, remove 3 threat. No, I don't want him to attack me. No. Deal 3 damage to a confused enemy. Well, he's not confused. No. Remove 3 threat from a scheme if you paid for this card using only resources. Confuse an enemy. So I could do that. But that would mean I don't get Spider Sense. I don't want this Goblin Knight attacking me, though. That doesn't make me happy. I can do 4 damage, 5, 6 damage. That is not enough. Definitely not enough. So the question is, do I confuse and flip? I could do it, and then I could put Spider Sense out next turn. So I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm playing behind enemy lines, remove 3 threat from a scheme. I'm going to use my resource here. I'm going to use this. So that's a wild one. That is a mental resource. And then I'm going to play behind enemy lines, remove 3 threat, and confuse the enemy, right? Because I use only mental. Yep. All right. I'm slow playing, guys. You guys know me. I love to slow play, and I'm not really sure why. So I'm going to do 4 damage right now to the boss. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, It's kind of slow playing. We'll do 2 here to the knight, though, so I can kill him for sure next turn. Even if I get a bad draw, that gives me enough to kill. Oh, you know what? What does this say? Can I do 1 to each? Deal 1 damage to each minion engaged with that player. So it's just the minions. Not worth it for me to. I was gonna say if it does 1 to him and 1 to the boss, maybe I do that because then I could do 2 and 4 next turn and still beat it. But nope. That's the way to go. We're going to flip down. Yes, we are. And we are going to heal 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to hold on to Spider Sense because that card seems good to me. All right. Let's see what the notes are. So Terrence says Spider-Man and Venom. There we go. Oh, because Terrence loves Spider-Man. Maybe my new favorite hero and Terrence's favorite hero. We're going to have to take on something pretty big and mighty, though, if we're doing that. Hold Spider Sense, says Steven Johnson. Yep, use his ability for a second. Never mind, just ignore me. No, I'm glad you guys are giving me these tips because honestly, it makes me feel good that I feel like I did what you guys would have done too. Even though I try not to read, it's hard. Going back and forth is hard, but yeah, no, I love the tips. Keep them coming, please. So I got my wimpy pistol, or I could get this ridiculously good gun. Yeah. That choice isn't going to be hard next turn. All right, so we are going to add 1 threat to the scheme. You are confused. You're no longer confused, Goblin. We're going to do 2 more threat on the scheme. Boink, boink. And we are going to draw a card. No! It was going too good. It was going too good. Of course. Shadows of the past. Of course you come every time when things are too good. All right, so let's see. Yeah, you guys see me try to get out of this one. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme while symbiote enemy is in play. Well, guess what? There are 4 symbiote enemies, so let's just boink, boink, boink. Oh, this is terrible. This is so bad. Ah, no. Oh, they all have 2 life, 2 attack, 1 scheme. This is no good. All right, so let's see. Terrence says the Justice build is very much about flipping down and abusing Confuse. Yes, I agree. Steve says yes. He's so happy that I just had got 4 symbiotes in front of me. Thanks, Steve. And he writes Karma. Oh. His nemesis kit is brutal, says Steven Johnson. Yes, it is. At least you aren't playing Collector. Yeah, no. Can you imagine Collector if you had to put all these in his collection after you beat them? Steve says only for solo play as far as, I guess, it being brutal. Now I can do 1 damage to all of them twice. Do I have the card that lets me... You know what? Karma is going to be if I draw that card that lets me unexhaust everything. That would be amazing. I don't think it's in there, but it would be amazing. For what it's worth, Flash is currently anti-Venom in the comics. He has healing powers. He's also turned into a giant dragon in an event recently. Oh, I like giant dragons. That would be really cool. And then Omicron says King in Black was a weird crossover. Brent says, Terrence, check out my Dazed and Confused deck. Exactly what you said. You know, I love Hawkeye, and I love Hawkeye for that. I love stunning, confusing. Again, these are very solo-specific tactics. They don't work as well in multiplayer. Don't get me wrong. Skipping an attack or a thwart is always good, but they're certainly better in solo play for sure. All right, let's see if I can get something to get me out of this, because I'm not real happy right now. I'd like to get Spider Sense out. Well, let me draw a card. Come on. Get the card that readies me and all my items. That would be fantastic. That is not that card. All right, so Scare Tactics, not very useful right now because it only works against a confused enemy. Let's see. Making an entrance. When your hero makes a basic thwart, it gets +2 thwart for the thwart. Thwart ends if your hero removed all threat from a scheme. Heal 2 damage. Well, that's great. I do get this gun here. Exhaust Sonic Rifle and remove 1 charge counter from it. Confuse an enemy. Deal 3 damage to, if he's already confused. So I can confuse one of these guys. And the best thing in the world. That's okay. All right. Maybe I put in this stupid pistol. Like that. 1 extra damage. So I'm going to do 4. So that'll put him 1 away. I could do 1 damage to everything in front of me. And then the pistol can take out 1 of them. That feels so bad, though. That feels so bad. Oh my gosh. But I think that's what I have to do. Holy moly. All right. So, yeah, the dumb pistol is making it over the sonic rifle. Believe it or not. I mean, hey, if you guys see something better, I'm all about listening. Oh, I guess I could confuse and then do scare tactic. That seems not worth it. But maybe just so I have the pistol, but it only has 2 charges. I could probably pay for both. Maybe I pay for both. Maybe that's how we do this. Well, let's see. Resourceful, I think there's 0 chance I'm keeping you. Oh, hold on. Oh, I already drew my card. All right, so let me flip over. I'm going to pay 1 and I'm going to pay a life to get out this pistol. Is it 2 charges? 3 charges at least. Okay, so we're going to do 1 damage to everybody in front of me. That's 1. And then you guys all get 1. Boink, boink, boink. Then I'm going to use my stupid little pistol to get rid of 1 of these symbiotes. 1 down, 3 to go. Then I'm going to do my 4 attack to get rid of the Goblin Knight. Oh, let's see. Oh, there's still 3. Are you kidding me? All right. I could get this out. I could still get my rifle out. So I could get the rifle out, confuse 1 of the symbiotes, then shoot 1 of the symbiotes with scare tactics, but then I lose my spider sense. None of this sounds good. It doesn't. But none of these cards are very good. None of these do I want, except for spider sense. All right, let's see if there's any. Thoughts here in the chat. Let's see. Steve says running gun. You just need a running gun. Yes, I needed a running gun. I did not get it. That deck was awesome, Brant. All right. Steven Johnson complimented Brant on his deck, so go check out his video with that. Terrence says, you don't have holster out? I do have holster out. It's right here. It's right here. I got a holster. You know me. I put cards on the bottom that I don't use very often. That's the way I do it. Oh, I see it. I think he does. Bottom right. Yep. So Steven Johnson says, your max on restricted weapons. Yes. Spider sense. I do have 4 restricted. So, but I could get rid of this pistol, is what I was thinking, to put out the rifle and then scare tactic. I mean, it seems stupid, and it kind of is, but then at least I have the rifle out for future turns. I don't know. I guess I'm going to be using multi-gun next turn to wipe all these out anyway. So it's just a matter of taking 2 more damage, which isn't great. So I don't need this pistol anymore. So... And I already used my extra resource. So I can't get the rifle out and put spider sense out. But maybe I do this. Maybe I use these 2 to get spider sense out. And I just hold on to the rifle. And hold on to Power of Justice for next turn. And then I use this little pistol to do some plinky plinks. Then I get the rifle to do some confusing, flipping, all that stuff. All right. That's, I think, what we're going to do. Rifle is super good. I know it's super good. I wish I could get it out, and I can now. So again, I use multi-gun to mow these down next turn. And then I got all this stuff to go on top of it. All right, I'm readying up. I am drawing only 3 cards. There's another one. Making an entrance. All right, we know what that is. Savage Attack. 5. And Overkill if I use only lightning resources, which I don't even have unless I use Power of Justice, which I wouldn't. Okay. All right. Let's do the enemy turn. We're going to add 1 here. We are going to get a second card, but at least he's stunned. We got that going for us. So do I jump this? Do I block this or just take the 6 damage? I think I just take the 6 damage. Oh, wait, what does this say? Oh, I don't get to draw the card because he didn't initiate an attack against me. So that's like anti-synergy there. I'm going to just take all that damage and pray to God I don't get an advance or something like that. Let's see. So I get 2 cards. Let's see what they are. 1 is a goblin. Yay. I know it goes on the right side. Don't worry, I'll fix it in a minute. Attach the enemy with the highest printed hit points and without a glider. He gets +1 attack. Well, that's not going to be an issue because I got savage attack. All right. So, looking good. That's not the worst thing in the world. I do realize, by the way, that I am playing against easy mode here. So let's see. Let's remind myself what happens when he gets defeated. 2 encounter cards to each player. After Green Goblin attacks, yeah. All right. So he hasn't attacked and damaged me yet. So I can confuse. I can do these things. All right. Well, let's start with this. 1 damage to everybody. Goodbye, symbiotes. I mean, I guess that's the good news. Is that gun, like, within 2 turns gets rid of them all? But boy, you gotta take some pretty brutal damage to get to that point. We're gonna put 1 damage here on the Goblin Soldier. Yeah. Let's see. I don't have 2 lightning bolts, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do making an entrance. I'm going to do this, and I am going to do a savage attack, getting rid of this goblin with his glider. Sorry, Goblin Soldier, but I do take a damage. Deal damage to the engaged player. Yep. Alrighty. So there is that. And then, I haven't used my wild resource yet, so I could put in the sonic rifle, but there's no reason to do that yet. First things first, I'm going to hit you with a pistol. So I got that going for me. Down to 3 life. I think I got to flip here. So it'd be nice to confuse. And I haven't used my wild resource yet. So I think I'm going 2, 3. I get rid of this gun. Put this gun in, which has 2 charges, but I'm going to use one of them right now to confuse the enemy. Confuse an enemy. Yep. So you were confused. That'll let me flip down without, I mean, I kind of have to worry about that, but not really. And it lets me do 4 damage, or these guns don't let me. No, I was about to say, they don't let me heal. I could get rid of all the threat. Oh, I don't want to. All right, that's what I am going to do, actually, because I don't want to flip them quite yet. Don't worry, I know I'm a slow play. Oh, I did take an extra card last turn. Ooh. I would like to remove that. 2 threat. So do I not remove 4 from the main scheme? And instead just remove 2 here? I mean, I can do it with my multi-gun next turn. You know what? I'll deal with the extra card. Terrence would kill me. If we were playing multiplayer, Terrence would be like, get out right now. I'm going to heal 3. Terrence is probably screaming at the stream. That's why I'm not even looking up at the notes. I'm not looking up. Terrence is going to be mad. You have symbiotic bond. You already used it. Wait, did I already use my bond to... Could I not have done the sonic rifle? Did I already use it this turn? Counter to remind myself. So putting it up. Did I use it or not this turn? You only have 3 thwart. Oh, right. Good call. Did I use my symbiotic bond is the question earlier. Let's see. What did I pay for this turn? So plasma pistol was in play. So this would have gone with this symbiotic bond for that. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. Let's see. Savage attack I paid for with these 2 cards. Yeah, no, I hadn't used it yet. That was good. All good. I make a lot of mistakes, but I didn't make that mistake. I did it right. Oh, it was a previous conversation about bond. Got it. All right, so I am on this side. Healing up would be nice, but I'm not going to be able to do that right now. Let's ready. Let's keep going. All right, 1 here. You were confused. I get 2 cards. Let's go from there. First card, Revealing Hills. See? Glad I didn't kill him quite yet. You heal 2, buddy. That's it. And then, Alter Ego, Green Goblin schemes with plus X scheme, where X is equal to the villain's stage number. All right, so again, another reason I'm glad I didn't flip him, and I'm glad I took threat off the main scheme, although Terrence would point out I wouldn't have even drawn that card had I not, or had I gotten rid of this last turn. All right, let's see. So plus X, so it's plus 3, 3 plus, put him into play, engage with you. All righty. So 1, 2, 3, and then, schemes for 2 plus 2. I think that's right. Where X is equal to the villain's stage number. No, he's only stage 1. Why do I keep adding 1? Stage 1. So he schemes for 2. Got it. Yes. Got it right this time. All right. Back to being right. Okay. Let's... Oh, I didn't draw my cards. Why would I? Why would I draw cards? Who needs cards? Oh, I decked myself. So guess what that means? Oh, no. That's another... Oh, wonderful. I do have run and gun, though. So that makes me very happy with all this junk on the board. Let's see what my last one is. Card gains Surge because I am on Alter Ego. Wait. Oh. Still, as you can see, I'm using the playmat here. But yeah. By the way, I do also have mine in there. But that was not it. The villain schemes. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, small, small, small. Put Goblin Nation into play. No. That's small, all right, but no. All right, each goblin enemy, including goblin. All right, well, I can get rid of these two using my multi-gun because I have run and gun. So I got that going for me. I still think I heal here and not draw another card. When the villain initiates attack against you, cancel attack. Oh, yes, I'll be holding on to that. Okay, yeah, because none of these cards are useful except for run and gun and grasping tendrils. So that's fine. All right, so let's heal 3. I don't think I'm going to heal up. I just... Well, all right. So here's the thing. I could take all this thread off. No, I can only take 3 thread off the main, which I kind of feel like I need to. And then I could kill him. No, I can only do 4 to him. And then that'll be my 2 things. All right. So I think I'm not going to heal. Not going to heal. All right. So Venom. We're going to do 4 to the enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to use multi-gun to remove this. No more damage. Thank you very much. We are then going to run and gun. So I'm going to use 2, 3 resources. I'm not going to use my extra resources turn. I just don't need it. To run and gun, ready Venom for each weapon upgrade you have. Wait, what? Oh, and every... and then I'll use a sonic rifle. Actually, doesn't matter if I use it before or after. I'll just use it before to confuse the villain. And then, so I'm readying every weapon and myself. Forgot about Goblin Soldier here. That's okay. Goblin Soldier will be here for 1 more turn. I will deal with his 1 damage. I would much rather remove 3 threat from the scheme. 1, 2, 3. And you know what? I'm going to use 1 resourceful to pay for the other resourceful. Because why not? Why not indeed? And I've got Grasping Tendril sitting here. So that means worst case scenario, I have to use resourceful on my own. But I still will be able to pay for it using fists only to stun the villain. Seems good. All right. I'm going to draw 4 cards. That gets me up to full. I only have 3 thwart. I think Green Goblin has more printed hit points. All right, I am behind. Printed hit points not remaining. Right. You're behind. This was a previous conversation. You played it right. All right. I'm back. Sorry. Yes. Let's keep going. Let's ready up. And the villain is actually going to try to attack me. But I have grappling tendrils. Do I need this? Remove all the threat. Heal 2 damage from your hero. That's pretty good. Oh, I do have running gun also, though. So, in order to play running gun, I'm going to need all my resources. So, for grasping tendrils, I am going to play... Well, first things first, I get to draw a card. That's right. Let's do that. Ooh, Savage Attack also. Wow. Nice. So I'm going to do that. And to pay for it using 2 fists, I am going to use this as a fist and then take a damage and use that as a fist. All Alright, so that stuns the villain. I take 1 damage. Boink. But he is now stunned and confused, and everything is much better. I'm going to take 1 damage from the Goblin Soldier here, and now I am going to draw just 1 encounter card and go from there. Boom. Pumpkin bombs. I'm alright with pumpkin bombs. You have your pumpkin bombs. I don't have any allies to go to anyway. Alright, let's see. So, I could not pay for everything. Because I do have 1 extra resource here, 1 extra resource here, but if I want to pay for these 2, not going to happen. Alright, I'm just going to leave this Goblin Soldier in play. I'm alright with that. Let's see, I need to do 1 damage to the boss. We're just going to do that with Multi-Gun over here. So Multi-Gun advances the boss, and then I draw 2 encounter cards. Boom, boom. And then I'm going to attack for 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. And then I am going to run and gun. I'm going to hold on to Savage Attack, so I'm going to do 1, 2 to run and gun. And I'll take 1 damage to do that. Let's ready everything up. And then we'll do it again. 2 damage plus 4 damage is 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, looks like next turn is the turn, especially with this Savage Attack sitting in my hand. So the question is, do I flip? I think the answer is yes. I am much more worried. I probably should have schemed for 2 instead of doing 2 damage here, honestly. Because I think, oh yeah, with Savage Attack it doesn't matter. So 1, 2, we'll scheme for 2. Just to be super safe, I'm going to flip. I'm going to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Let's ready up. We are getting close to the end here, everybody. We are going to draw 5 cards and go from there. Wasteland Sniper says, how is the game going? The game is going awesome. I am loving Venom. I'm going to get to my final thoughts in a minute, but the game is going awesome. I am really enjoying Venom. I hate Goblin Mutagen. Now, granted, I'm playing Standard, not playing Expert, to be fair. But it's one of my least favorite scenarios, and I say that, but it's not. It's fun, it's challenging, it's crushing, but yeah, it is normally not fun for me. I am having fun for sure playing against it now. Now again, it's Standard, so take that for what it is. This Goblin is going to add 1 threat to the scheme, and then I'm going to draw a card, and we are going to see what happens. The first one is more pumpkin bombs attached to the villain. He's really going to bomb me if he ever gets to attack. We got a guard here. Ooh, which means maybe I should have done that extra damage there, but that's okay. So, attach the enemy with the highest printed hit points. That's you over here. I should be okay. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't need the extra life, so let's just... Ooh, behind enemy lines, remove 3 threat. If you paid for this, only using it, confuse the enemy. All right. I'm going to use this to draw a card, this Rebirth this time. So, I might have to play Jack Flag, or he's not already confused. I was going to say Jack Flag. After Jack Flag thwarts, place an ammo counter on him. Oh, that's right. Every other turn, behind enemy lines, if you paid for it. Well, let's see if we can do this the good old-fashioned way. We are going to flip over. We're going to start with a Savage Attack. So I need to pay with only lightning. Well, there you go, Jack Flag. You have served your purpose. There's your lightning, and then I'm going to take a damage. So this time I did use it. Let's go ahead and put a counter on myself to remind us that I did use my extra resource. So for Savage Attack, deal 5 damage to an enemy with Overkill because I paid with only lightning. So that's 3, 2 to the boss. Boom, boom. Then I'm going to multi-gun for 2 damage to the boss. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 4 damage. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say wayo. All right. And then I got all this stuff I could do still. Let's 2, 3 to pay for run and gun, which lets me just ready everything up like you do, like a boss. 2 damage plus 4 more. That's 6. And that's good night, Green Goblin Mutagen. Good night. So, yeah. This is fun. Yep, good game gets the glider first. Yep. Do. Oh, Green Goblin gets the glider first. Oh, the enemy with the highest printed. Oh, that's what you guys were saying. I messed that up before. Well, guess what? He never attacked me, so it didn't matter. So he would have had the first glider. The second one, whatever, would have been on him. It's fine. He literally never attacked me, I don't think, since then. What's a Peter stream? Pumpkinhead says, oh, by the way, Pumpkinhead. We got pumpkin bombs. We got all the pumpkin bombs, by the way. All of the pumpkin bombs for Pumpkinhead 76. What's a Peter stream without at least 5 boom boom booms? Steven Johnson says he should have had 2 gliders, but I don't think he ever attacked. No, he didn't. Yep, because there was this glider and there was another one. Now, he can't have 2 gliders attached to him because it says without another goblin glider attached. So the second one that just came in would have been on this one. The first one, we had killed the enemy earlier, but he literally never attacked. Oh, he did attack for 1 point of damage. It would have been 2, but I had blocked on that round anyway. It's fine. It all worked out. He would have had that goblin glider, though. I don't know why I didn't realize that goblin could have a goblin glider. I don't know why I put it on the minion. I read in my mind minion with the most, and I've played goblin glider before, and I played it correctly before. It's just harder on the stream. So, let's talk about what I think, and then you guys can give me your thoughts as well. But I love him. I mean, look, he's got his weaknesses for sure, and I'm not sure that I like him with this Justice deck. I think I would love him in aggression. With Godslayer plus his 2 pistols plus multi-gun feels real good. You can also have... you could have those cards that cause 0 that you can exhaust that I think do +3 damage. So instead of just doing +1 damage with the pistol, you could get +3. Those seem real good in there. I think I would like to make a aggression deck with Venom. I think that would be real fun. Of course, you got to have a holster in there so you can fit all these guns. I mean, even without him, just these 3 guns here, I think he's good in any aspect because of these guns that he has to start with. They're just fun. They're just I don't know. And then Spider Sense is good. I always like stuff like that where you get to draw more cards. I mean, it's fun. These Venom pistols are great because you could use them for whatever you want, right? Defending, attacking, thwarting, whatever you want to do with it. The free resources, awesome. Now, you're right. I probably, when I play in real life or even when I play on the stream again, I'll probably use some kind of a counter. Brant, that was a great suggestion for that. Just use a generic counter, whatever else, put it to 0, and then click it to 1 when you've used it, whatever. Or in real life, of course, you just put a green counter on them just to mark whether you've used it or not. So all these abilities that are like once per action or whatever, it's not a bad idea to keep your variable counters and use them to mark whether you've used that ability or not. But I don't know. I had a blast with Venom. I can't wait to deck build for him. You will probably see Terrence and I play him this Friday. Mean Swing. Terrence reminded me. Yep, the one where you get to exhaust a weapon. So we'll probably do Spider-Man and Venom. Maybe we do, I don't know. I hate to do Goblin again, but maybe we do Goblin again. I mean, Goblin Expert's very different. And if we really want to put ourselves under challenge, we could put in, we haven't done this in a while. We haven't done Kree Fanatic in a while, Terrence. What do you think? Kree Fanatic's terrible, by the way. Let's see. Wasteland Sniper says, I prefer him without any other weapons, just because you really want to get his guns because they are so good. That's a really good point, especially with his starting ability to search for a weapon. Now, the negative to that, and Steve pointed this out earlier, he milled like 17 cards, discarding all his good cards just to get that weapon out on the first turn. So I think I would want to put another gun in there. But yeah, he does have that one card which lets him search his deck for a weapon and put it in play. I mean, multi-gun seems like a no-brainer. I mean, it seems like his signature card. His pistols are real good too, though. So I kind of agree and kind of not. It makes that beginning draw real scary. If you've already seen 2 weapons and there's only one in his deck, Yeah, that could be a little scary. I think you do want to put a couple weapons in just for that reason, if for nothing else. So Brant says, Justice has been my favorite so far. 9 cards that confuse and 7 cards that deal damage to confused enemies. Yeah, that's a real neat thing that they have. And now you can heal in Justice too, which makes me very, very happy. Steven Johnson says he is the ultimate stun lock hero. In solo Justice, you can pretty much flip back and forth and alternate stun and confuse. Yeah. Solo, it definitely makes it very easy to do that kind of stuff for sure. Venom Protection is one that I'll work on building, says Wasteland Sniper. Terrence says I've been running Venom Protection package. Sorry, that was before the Wasteland Sniper's comment. Yep, I could see him doing protection. I mean, he's so good, he doesn't even need extra armor, right? I mean, he defends for 4 already. Defending for 5 is almost unnecessary, but certainly it means you could probably get away without putting as many cards in, or if you're fighting, of course, against somebody with a much higher attack, that gives you, good reasons for that. Protection has been less consistent for me, says Brant. Venom Protection, Terrence says, if you're hitting for 5+ a turn, not sure Ronin is that scary. Yeah. So I think Terrence just said that we're going to do Spider-Man and Venom this Friday against maybe Goblin, maybe Ultron. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Zola with Kree Fanatic in there. So you guys haven't seen Kree Fanatic in a while. We haven't gone for it in a while, but I think we're going to challenge ourselves this Friday. It sounds like because I think Spider-Man and Venom can handle it. So Spider-Man and Venom against something. So anyway, our Friday night Marvel streams are Friday at 10 p.m. Just as a reminder, we're almost at 1,000 subs. We totally appreciate anybody who hasn't subscribed yet. If you'd subscribe, that way we can get to those 1,000 subs. I haven't even told Terrence this, but we do have something involving Terrence and everybody on all our content. So that includes, everybody from the main One Stop Co-op Shop channel, all 6 of us. That includes Terrence, Kim, Jerry, who you see here on the stream channel. Once we hit 1,000 subs, we have something fun we have planned, which I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag yet, but we do have something fun planned with all of us. So please stay tuned for that. Please subscribe. I know we're getting there. We'll be there in the next couple weeks, certainly. So stay tuned for the announcement for that and put on notifications. And that way you will be able to see, because actually when we get to 1,000, we can put up posters like announcing what's coming when or whatever else. Our schedule can be posted with that. So it just makes a huge difference. There's a lot more availability that opens up once you hit 1,000 subscribers. So please, if you haven't yet, we'd love for your subscription, but we love you guys just joining us anyway. We do this for fun. Marvel Champions, definitely still my favorite game. Venom might be my new favorite hero, although it's going to be hard. Black Widow's real good. I still like her a lot. But I look forward to building. Venom might have supplanted Hawkeye, who was definitely up there for one of my top favorite heroes. I think because he's a Space Knight, he kind of has to be my number 2 now. So it's probably still Widow first and Venom second, but real happy with both of them. Anyway, I know this was a long stream. I know I have a lot to say. Always on these first time streams. We had a lot of great special guests in the audience today. So thank you all for joining us. So again, we got Terrence, who you'll see here with me every Friday night. You've got Steve with Beat the Game. He's got not only English videos, but French videos as well. If you don't want to watch it in English, or if you speak French, he has some great videos. He does some real neat deck builds. And Brant from the Portal, same thing. They do really unique, neat stuff. Brant's thing, at least what I know him for, is these speed runs he does where he just wants to kill villains. He goes through entire campaigns in 6 or 7 total turns. Beating Red Skull in 7 turns with I think it was Captain Marvel, right? So just doing these amazing, ridiculous turns where you're just doing tons of damage in one turn and trying to beat it as quickly as possible. So if you haven't seen Brant's content in the Portal, I know we haven't talked about him much in the past, but he does great stuff over there too. So please join everybody, right? There's so much Marvel content out there. It's all very, very unique and different, and we're just trying to put our little spin on it. So thanks for joining us. One last comment from Pumpkinhead76. Did you watch Black Widow yet, Peter? Yes, I did. I've seen it twice now, and I know there's some hate going on for Black Widow, and I know there's some hate for Taskmaster. I am not a comic book guy myself, so I haven't read any of the Taskmaster stuff. It didn't bother me at all. I love the way Taskmaster was handled. I honestly didn't know much about Taskmaster until I saw the Black Widow movie. I thought it was cool. I really liked it. It's near the top of one of my favorite movies. I thought Yelena, I forget what her name is, who played her. I thought she was excellent. She really brought a lot to it. I thought the dad was excellent. He's a guy from Stranger Things. I'm not great with names. I thought he did a great job adding comedy and levity to it as well. So I really liked it. It was, now granted, Black Widow is one of my favorite superheroes. For somebody who doesn't read a lot of the superhero stuff, I really like her anyway. I just like the idea of like a ninja, an assassin, a spy. Like I just like that thematically, and I thought they did a real good job with the movie. Personally, it's one of my favorite Marvel movies. I don't know if it's at the top, but it's near there for sure. Pumpkinhead says, "Wow, 2 times. How can there be any hate?" So I paid the $30. I'll be honest. My son's seen it 3 times actually. Once with me and then twice on his own. I saw it once with my son and once with my wife. So I paid the $30 because I figured, first of all, I knew we were going to be on vacation. Plus, going back to the movies at this point, I wasn't quite sure if I was ready to go to the movie theater. Plus, honestly, to watch it unlimited times for the next 3 months, I thought it was worthwhile. So that's why I did it. Let's see. Pumpkinhead says MCU always does twists on the lore, and I very much enjoyed it. Yeah, me too, Pumpkinhead. I'm glad you enjoyed it too. It's toward the top tier of movies for me. Good. Oh, you got Premiere. That makes more sense. I went to the theater. Yeah, it's so funny. I'm so used to watching things on smaller screens now. Actually, we watched it on my computer. We took this on the trip with me. And then I streamed it to my big screen TV, which, in all honesty, I can watch it at home. I'm more comfortable. I tend to fall asleep during movies. It's a weird thing. Like, I don't know. I fall asleep with noise. So, like, I go to sleep to podcasts or YouTube every night. I kind of need that noise to soothe me. And when I watch movies, I just tend to fall asleep doing it. So when I pay for a movie, especially in those like fancy theaters with recliner seats and all that stuff, I end up falling asleep and wasting my money. So I'm actually glad they have the streaming option. That way, I did fall asleep during the first time I watched it. And again, nothing boring about the movie, nothing like that. I fall asleep in the like most high action parts of most movies. In fact, right at the beginning, there was a real high action scenes at the beginning and I fell asleep. I went back and of course watched it again later, but for whatever reason, when that sound, the light, all that stuff just makes me tired watching it. So I tend to fall asleep. So I don't get me wrong. I've seen a lot of movies in the movie theater, but I like the streaming option to watch it at home for sure. Let's see. Pumpkinhead says MCU always deserves theater experience for me. I don't disagree with you. And again, this is one of the ones I was most looking forward to, but those were my reasons. Steve with Beat the Game says, let me know when you want me to join your duet. Steve, anytime you want to come in and play with us, man, I don't know, 3. We play pretty long streams already. 3 would be even more epic for sure. So we loved having you though last week when Terrence wasn't able to make it. And yeah, we will. Maybe for something special. Extra Life is coming up. So that might be fun. So we do Extra Life. I guess we didn't do it last year, but we're definitely doing Extra Life again this year, trying to raise some money for good causes for children's hospitals. And so that might be fun to do for Extra Life. Just a good way to give back to charity. So doing something special, like having 3 of us, would be good for that. Pumpkinhead says, oh my God, I'm lots of laughing about the narcolepsy revelation. I don't know if it's narcolepsy, like maybe it is, I don't know, but I do. I pass out for sure during movies, but I don't think I'm narcoleptic, but Who knows? Like, maybe that's what it is. All right, so Brant says make it 4. All right, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that, like a 3-way crossover for Extra Life. I think that'll be a good time. Steve says anytime. I think Extra Life's coming up. I don't know exactly when it is, but for sure we'll do that. And then Terrence says maybe for a Thanos game. Oh, so there you go. Once the new stuff comes out. Again, I don't know when Extra Life is. Maybe we'll do it before then. Because I don't know. Thanos, is he next? Is that the next thing coming out? I don't even know. I know they just revealed a new hero. And again, this is how little I pay attention because I want to keep it live for you guys. They just revealed War Machine. That's who it was. So I don't know what's next release, though. I was definitely looking forward to the end of this cycle. So I guess it is the start of a new cycle. It must be Thanos. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Actually, yeah. So when Thanos releases, even if it's not Extra Life, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a 4-player Thanos, or gosh, we'll see. If it's anywhere near as hard as Galaxy's Most Wanted, we may need some training to build up for it. But that'll be fun. That'll be real cool. Anyway, I've taken up a lot of your time today. I appreciate it as always. August is the Thanos box. Thanks, Steve and Terrence, for pointing that out. So yeah, maybe we'll do that early next month when we do our first impressions video. Maybe it'll be 4 of us. That would be pretty cool. Anyway, great seeing everybody, and we will see you soon. Bye!